I didn't tell anybody I was doing this, so I just totally randomly decided to do this. Wow. That is way too close. Just totally randomly decided to do this. Wow. That is way too close. Just totally randomly decided to do this. Wow. That is way too close. Just totally randomly decided to do this. Wow. That is way too close. Just totally randomly decided to do this. Wow. That is way too close. Just totally randomly decided to do this. Trying to get set up here because I don't know, haven't done this for a minute. So here we are, trying to get set up here because haven't done this for a minute. So here we are, trying to get set up here because let me turn one of these down. I usually do this on my phone and answer comments on my laptop because answer comments on my laptop because I don't know if this is better yet or not, so I should probably keep talking. I don't know, is that better? Let me turn this one up. How's everybody? I had to get some of those glasses that don't have the glary stuff on them. Doesn't help any that I haven't done one of these for ages. I guess we can sit here and play with glasses while we wait for people to... Or maybe nobody will chime in. Maybe everybody's forgotten about me while I've been gone. I'd be heartbroken. Definitely these, huh? Anyway, I also forgot to set up any lights. Yeah. Yeah, I am not exactly on my game today. I went and took the Road King down to get my mileage check after my trip. And I think it turned out to be like 8,500 and some odd miles. Hey, Big Dan, how you doing? How the heck you been? I missed you. Audio and video are good. Thank you for that. I fussed with this and fussed with this. Took forever to sort it out. Hey, Serenity Kitty, how are you? I had the best time with the weirdos at the camp out in Ohio, you guys. It was amazing. It was a little bit sketchy when I first got there because I did not horizontal too for a change. Maybe we won't get those weird ass creepers in that I usually wind up with. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about the place where the camp out was in Ohio. Have any of you guys been? Hey Sterling, how are you? You're almost home then, huh, buddy? So anyway, I was like early, so I got to Belmont in Ohio. So I thought, well, I'm just going to go check out the site, you know. So I go and I turn and I look at this road and I'm like, that can't be it. That cannot be it. You can be my creeper anytime, Sterling. And so it was like Okay. So I very cautiously went up this road, and it was potholes and ruts and up and down. And mind you, I'm on my Road King, which is by then fully loaded. Big Dan, it was mostly on Facebook. I don't know what the deal was with all that. I think it was because an event somebody else put on. I don't know why they didn't. Serenity Kitty, it was in Belmont, Ohio. And it was a lot of fun. There was, I think there was about 30 bikes that did the poker run on Saturday. And, oh, well, that would make sense then, Big Dan. I will remind them to start posting it on the Forgotten Angels site. But Cindy was there, and Shep and Mike and Army Dave all drove up from Florida because Shep had had an accident and couldn't drive or couldn't ride. So, oh shit, Kitty, you could have been there. But yeah, it was in Belmont. Had a great time. There was about 30 people on the poker run. Alec had made some t-shirts to sell, and we had made, I think it's like $1,300. Of course you would have gone, Kitty. It would have been amazing if you were there. It was just the kind of thing that was really low profile. And the coolest thing happened. I saw firebugs. I have never seen firebugs before. So it was, at first I was like, I'm high, and which would have been weird because I don't do drugs. But yeah, so I saw firebugs. Yep. And so then the next night, yeah, fireflies in Ohio. Apparently they are not, yeah, lightning bugs. But apparently they, the little girl that was there catching them was explaining to me that they're going to be extinct pretty soon. I don't know about that or not, but I don't know. I know I caught a couple of them with my hair that night, which was kind of weird. But I was trying to hook this light up, but I think we'll just rough it. Oh, so Kitty, what else have you been up to? Let's see. So yeah, 8,500 miles, thunderstorms, torrential downpours, a tornado on one really dramatic day. And let me tell you guys, that was sketchy. Central Valley, California, near Atwater, used to have fireflies. I have never seen them before, lightning bugs or fireflies. I don't know if are they the same thing? I can't tell. But I forgot to bring a drink in with me. Oh well. They make the front of your bike look strange when you ride through them. I bet. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I didn't make it to Maine, but I did make it to the Atlantic coast, so I felt pretty good about that. I made it to New Jersey and Delaware. I took a ferry from Delaware over to New Jersey, stayed in New Jersey for the night, and then turned around and came back. But it was a little bit creepy over in New Jersey, I ain't gonna lie. It was beautiful, but the motel that I could afford was not staffed at night. And so it was kind of a matter of, I didn't realize it wasn't staffed at night, or I probably would have paid a little bit more for a motel. But so I went to the front office to ask, like for more towels or something. Tons of lightning bugs here in the fields and pastures. Third week of June they start generally. There were a ton of them. It was so cool. And so I went to the front office, and it was like locked up until the next morning, and which was also kind of a bummer because that let me know that they didn't do breakfast the next day. But so I got up early, and I hadn't, once I realized it was Sketchy Motel, I left everything locked on my bike, and I kind of did the sleep above the covers thing, brushed my teeth in the morning, and hooked it out of there to catch the ferry. And so I got some coffee and a nice chocolate croissant for breakfast.
And the weirdest part about it, of course, is loading the bike on the ferry. Have you guys ever loaded your bikes on ferries? It's sketchy. And has anybody heard from Red Rider? Shovel Fest is coming up pretty soon up there. I don't think I'm going to make it, though. And I'm hoping people are going to be able to go to Forgotten Angels in September. I know that Skittles is not going to be able to go, so I'm going to fly down and help with, the volunteer stuff like I always do. But yeah, it was a lot of fun at the camp out. I did, after scoping out the driveway and everything, Who starts back up on YouTube this week? Yeah, I'll probably have a video for this Thursday. I'm trying to get something together. Hey, Doug, how you doing? I don't know about the pretty. I did do braids for the occasion, though. Oh, Angel. Okay. So she's going to start back up this week, or she did start back up this week? I've been kind of worried about her. I reached out to her a couple times, haven't heard anything. But anyway, so to get to the camp out, really sketchy. So I turned around and I very carefully walked that big ass Road King down to a nearby motel. It wasn't too expensive, so I felt pretty good about just camping there for 3 nights and camping in the motel. And then Shep just came and got me, and wound up Cindy stayed with me, so it worked out pretty well. Lake Champlain, yeah. I tried to get up to Maine and up to the upper states and New York and everything, but the rain and everything, it was so demoralizing. Usually after I'd get about 350 miles in, I would be wet and soggy, and my neck, when my neck gets clammy, that's when I tap out, because I can't stand my neck to be icky. I know, it's weird. Hey, Baggernut, how you doing? It's good to see you here. Kitty, I would love to see you at the camp out. It's kind of looking like it's not going to be a lot of people there, but they are bound, determined to do it in September. It has been a long time. I really missed you guys this last month. Big Ben, that's pretty good. He said he got some hay cut this week. I had the most interesting time bombing through like Michigan. You know, I've been doing the Harley 50 States Challenge. That's no surprise to anybody. But so what I did was I got all the way to the tippy top of Maine, or not Maine, of Michigan, right? So there's this Harley Davidson Challenge spot that they advertised like for years now. They want you to go to this avenue of trees at the very top of Michigan. Crappy roads, crappy weather, rude people. And the Harley dealerships in Michigan close at 3 o'clock on Saturdays because they want to go ride too, which is cool. That's fine. But don't wait in your parking lot to get your group together and then be rude to me when I arrive at 3:30 and your doors are still open and I want to use the damn bathroom. I was so mad. And Kitty, I would love if you could try to get there. Jobs will always be around somewhere. You'll find a job. Don't worry about it. But, so anyway, what was I going to say? So yeah, I was really annoyed. And that was Whole Shot Harley. I bought a t-shirt there because I needed a clean one. And it was only $20. But other than that, not impressed. Not impressed at all. The other thing that was kind of disconcerting about this whole deal was that when I went to the museum in Milwaukee, remember I've been telling you guys all along that when you do the 50 States Challenge and you finish the 50 states, they put a rivet with your name on it on the wall at the museum, and they give you a smaller one for your home. So I asked, I kid you not, 4 people, where are the rivets you get for the 50 States Challenge? 3 of those 4 people said, well, those ones out there are the ones you can buy. I'm like, I don't want to buy one. I want to earn one. Well, I don't know anything about those. 3 out of 4 people said that. And the 4th person just had no freaking clue what I was talking about anyway. So that was extremely demoralizing for me. But yeah, so I don't know. Mike Skidmore, how have you been? I was in all of it, Mike Skidmore. I went along the coastline by the lake, you know, the big one where the weather blows in off all the time. And then by Grand Rapids, I stayed at Big Rapids my first night. And then the second night I stayed up the tip. And then I came back down through kind of the middle of the state. And then I cut over towards Detroit, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. There were maybe 4 people that I spoke with that were friendly, which is weird because I talk to everybody. But yeah, I don't know. The Jason Momoa war bike exhibit in the basement? No, beggar nut. That was not on exhibit. They had a bunch of bikes out for various things, and they were doing some videoing, you know, like with the full setup and rolling stuff around on whatever they are, and the big cameras and stuff. And here I am walking around with my GoPro and my camera phone, and one of the guys stops and he goes, "That's the setup that we should have." Yeah. Mike Skidmore, yes. It was kind of muggy here in Washington. But like I was telling everybody earlier, I took the side piece, my Road King, down to get the mileage check, the final mileage check for this trip. And Sterling, yes, I think we did pass. Cross paths a few times. But yeah, when I was there, I did see that the one motorcycle that was in the storage container, and came across the ocean and washed up in was it BC? Yeah. But I saw that one again. I mean, I've already been to the museum a couple years ago, and lots of it was the same, lots of it was different, but it's pretty cool. Hey Terry, how are you? I miss the Upper Peninsula from Kalamazoo to Indian Head. No, I was at the top of the I was at the very top. I was up to see the Avenue of Trees, which, by the way, the Avenue of Trees that Harley sent everybody up to, the road has been out for 2 years. So, yeah. Thanks, Harley. The lady, I will say, the lady at Cross Village was very nice. One of them. Yeah. And the other one looked at me like I kind of crawled out from under a rock. But, you know, after a couple, 3 days on the road, that will happen. Yes. Hitting that like button is the first step to finding the perfect corn dog. My mileage is very impressive. You know, I wanted to do more, but it went over what it was. And Mike, I did not go over the Mackinac Bridge. I really wanted to, and I will be back again. There were so many storms up there at that point in time that I think out of 17 days I had 6 where it didn't rain or have like tornado warnings or hailstones on my head. Yeah. I got to a motel, I think it was in Lower Michigan, and all of a sudden I went to get some food, and I was like, yeah, I made it in before the rain. So I'm coming back across the parking lot to my motel, and all of a sudden these big horns start going off. I'm standing there, what the heck? Is this an air raid or what? And so some lady was, no, get inside. There's a storm coming. And I turned and I looked, and it looked like there was a very faint funnel behind me. So I was like, it wasn't really close. So, The northern lower, very high forest fire danger. Mike, that absolutely figures. I have the worst timing about going somewhere. So I kind of have figured out my plan. if I can afford it next year, I'll do it this way next year. But my plan is to ship my bike up to Maine, hop on a plane, because one-way plane tickets are pretty inexpensive. And I looked at how much money I spent to get myself and my bike over there and do the things I did. And I think it might be easier to just ship it. You know, I've already traveled cross country several times. And it's not that I hate riding or anything. I love riding. But even as a retiree, I don't know. I got tired of it. To be quite honest with you, I was tired of it. The northern lower is always dry in the summer, but there are lake effect snow areas. Yeah. Yeah, Kitty, that's the one thing I'm concerned about is how long is shipping going to take. I'm a hog member, so it'll go from a Harley dealership to a Harley dealership. So that's also a cost issue too. But I also know a few shippers, so we'll see. And it's not like I'm going to be shipping my only bike. So I'll still have a bike here that I can be riding while my other bike that I ship is getting there. Oh, wow. Yeah. So is he doing his convoy right now, Mike? I thought about seeing if I could intersect with him, but I just couldn't make the time frames work. And then there was that gigantic women's world record-setting ride. And I rode right past it because the bike that I'm on... Hey, Keith, how are you? You're welcome to ship it to our farm and get you from the airport. Big Dan, do you have a forklift? Because I would sure take you up on that. Because, see, my thing has been, how do I get myself physically from the airport to wherever my bike is? Yeah, that would be cool. Ride to Vancouver Island to buy a motorcycle trailer? Yeah. Yep. What kind of motorcycle trailer? So guys, please don't forget to hit the like button for me. Please. I'm never sure how it's going to work out because mine only ever shows me the one that I do. Hey, Dragon Paradox, how are you? I have not seen you for ages either. Bought a truck from Eugene, Oregon, from Kalamazoo to Oregon in 2.5 days. Holy shnikes. Oh, that's cool. Big Dan, I'm definitely going to take you up on that. Oh. But yeah. Hot in Mississippi. That's where you live, huh? I thought about going down that way too and catching a couple more of the Harley Challenge stuff. But right about the time that thought entered my head, everybody was like, well, there's flood warnings down there. And I was, you know, at some point, I'm kind of like, can I possibly catch a break, please? Big Dan, I'm writing this down. And I'm pretty sure I've got your address too. And that would save me having to pay Harley to store my bike. What route did I take home from the Ohio run? I think you went right by me. Oh, well, you know, I thought about that too, but I did wind up going home with one of the guys that was at the Ohio run at the campout. And we kind of blasted through Indiana and went to his house in Illinois, where we were greeted by torrential rain for the last hour and a half. So Alec and I got to his house, and I put all my clothes in the dryer. And we went out and grabbed some dinner. He got up the next morning, went to work at 4:30. I got up, loaded my stuff, and yeah. 2026 tour dates. Okay. Oh, that's for Adam Sandoval. Okay. Big Dan, that's what I thought. Yeah. It was definitely some rainy adventures. And it's like I said, by the time I sat down and figured out how many days it rained and how many days it didn't, it was to the point, guys, where the old thing where your mom used to put socks on your hands and then plastic bags and then send you out to play in the snow. It's pretty much that. I would put on a pair of Ted hose that Alec gave me, and then I would put on a garbage bag, one of the little bitty ones they give you at the store. Then I would put on another sock, and then I would put another garbage bag on. And then I'd put my riding pants on over my long johns. Then I'd put on my rain gear, and I put my boots on. Thank you, Sterling. Some days I love my travels too. And it sounds like I'm bitching a lot about it, but really, I had a great time. I really did. I had a wonderful time. I came home and I think I slept for off and on for about 14 hours. The funny part about it, Mike, is I have a snowmobile-ish type suit, but there is not enough room to carry it. And realistically, the gear that I wore did a really nice job of protecting me from the rain. I just carry a set of frog togs with me, and I put them on the top of my load so that when it starts raining, I can just pull over by the side of the road and put on the jacket. Usually if it's funky out and I think I might hit rain, I put the bottoms on because that requires taking off the boots. Can you guys see my workroom? I've rearranged it just a little bit. Well, I did right before I left. Oh, I had so much fun though. The Harley challenge I was doing required, yeah, it is a lot of give and take. But the things that I saw were so amazing, you guys. I mean, Pennsylvania is beautiful in its own way. Michigan is beautiful. It was gorgeous up there. Even when it was raining, it was beautiful. There's some more historic stuff over there than you can see over here in the Pacific Northwest. And I was trying to find a battlefield in Gettysburg. And I know they're all over the ground out back there. You would think that I would be able to frickin' find one, right? No. I wound up going to a KOA in Gettysburg. And by that time I was like, shit, screw this. I just went on about my day. That is pretty cool, Mike. A gal that touched all 48 states in 6 days on an Indian Challenger. Sterling, I have never been to Germany, so I couldn't tell you if Pennsylvania looks like it, but I can tell you it is pretty disconcerting to be blasting over a hill, and then there's somebody in a horse and cart on the other side of it. I mean, when I say blasting, I don't mean blasting in my usual term. Thought I'd clarify that. But yeah, I mean, and I wish I could say that I had touched all 48 states in a certain amount of days, but I didn't. So, I averaged about 350, 400 miles a day. I should probably turn the overhead light on. That might help this problem we're having here. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, is that better? Yeah, when I went to, what is it? Mentone. There's a little town called Mentone in, I think it's Indiana, for the Harley Challenge. And, I mean, it was out in the middle of nowhere. And horse poop and swerving. Yeah, there was a lot of horse poop swerving. I did not realize that about Ohio being the Amish capital. Wow. I have snow skied in Washington several times when I was a kid, but never in any place foreign. I'm looking forward to going to Europe in a few years. I don't exactly know what my plans are when I get there, but I'm going. I'm looking forward to it. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So anyway, this Mentone egg thing, right? It's like this big freaking egg because apparently it used to be the egg capital of the United States. But they still have this big freaking concrete egg in the middle of their town. So somebody suggested it be a Harley Challenge stop for that state. And once Harley gets their stop for the state, they don't change it. So, I mean, I'm going and I'm going and I'm going. And I'm like, you know, when you're in the middle of nowhere and you just keep going and going. And some of those states back there, they're so weird because you go that way and then you go that way. You go that way and then you go that way. Where I'm from, it's more of a curving situation on the roads, especially like in West Virginia and stuff. Those are more curvy roads. But some of the states, it's like laid out with a geometric precision. And it's kind of weird. Okay, so you go 25 miles that way and then you turn left. And you don't swerve to the left gently. You turn to the left. And you, matter of fact, there's a stop sign there. Yeah. But it was fun. I think one of my favorite parts, of course, was the Weirdos Camp Out. But the other really cool thing that I did was I went to Delaware. And that was kind of inadvertent. I had kind of been trying to shoot my way around like DC and all the big city foolishness over there and get to the upper states. And I couldn't make it happen. I was like so close to Delaware and New Jersey and getting those spots for the Harley Challenge. I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and go do it. So I get over there and they have so freaking many weird little rules about their fairs. Mike Skidmore. I would like to ride the Silverton train in Colorado between Silverton and Durango. Wolf Creek Pass, $1 Million Highway, and Pikes Peak. I've ridden the $1 Million Highway. I'm not going to try Pikes Peak until I get my sinus problem figured out because of the elevation change. And when I was in Silverton, I kept running into these people. They were behind me at a traffic jam down by Durango. And we chatted a little bit. And so then when I got up to Silverton, I rode up and they took that train. And so we sat, we had dinner together, and it was just a lot of fun. That wasn't this time out. That was the last time out. But so when I got over to, you know, like Pennsylvania and Delaware and New Jersey and all of that foolishness, some of them do bill by mail. Some of them do pull some cash out of your pocket. And one of them is, no, you can't give me folding money. I need coins. So I stood there by the side of the road in a coin booth, or, you know, one of the toll booths. And I had to dig out my laundry money because that was the only change I had that I knew where it was. So the guy was like, "It's okay, lady. I'm here all day." I felt bad because then, you know, you have to go through the whole, okay, let me lock everything up again. Let me stuff everything in. Let me get all my gear back on. And by then I'm hot and I'm sweaty. I'm a little bit crabby and stressed. And he's like, so I thought in my head, I should ask how many more tolls I'm going to have to stop and pay. He said, he asked me where I was going. I told him, he goes, you can stop at the next exit and get some money out of that ATM thing there, and they won't charge you for it. And I was like, okay, that's good to know. So I did that. And yeah. I mean, the last time I traveled on the Road King, I didn't wind up paying any tolls because I don't know exactly why. I don't know. But same setup this time, so we'll see how it works. Different state. And then this lady tried to talk me into going ahead and doing the Easy Pass thing. Well, you can buy it, and you can use your computer and set it up. I'm like, can I set it up on my phone? No, you have to have a laptop. Okay. And then it takes 3 or 4 days for it to be in effect. I'm like, what the hell? How is that going to help? I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe before next time I will probably look into getting a pass for back there or something. Big Dan, would you advise that? Anybody that's been over that way? Sterling, what do you think about that idea? I don't think they should have to pay tolls. I think it's bullshit that motorcycles pay tolls. I pay enough extra because of, yeah. And in Washington, you even have to pay poundage on your motorcycle. The Easy Pass thing, that was actually the I noticed that the logo is the same in Colorado, a couple of other states over there, Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Jersey wants cash. But yeah, and I mean, you could go in and some of them are like, you could pay them cash, folding money. Some of them you go through, they take your picture and don't stop. For God's sake, don't stop. And yeah, but there was no way of figuring out how much I spent on tolls by the end of the day unless I let them bill me, because it's not like they give you a receipt. You avoid toll routes. Sterling, I thought about that, but in my experience, the non-toll roads are usually more heavy used. So, yeah, Ohio Turnpike also. The roads that don't have tolls seem to be in the worst shape. So I would rather pay the premium for not having a crappy road. But yeah, so it must have been Ohio also. I have no doubt that you're correct on that, because quite truthfully, I was not paying that much attention. Oh. Yeah, I know. And then, oh yeah, I got to glue that part back on my bike. There's a reflector that's underneath my license plate. I'm going to have to remember where I put that. But anyway, it's like a really long, skinny red thing. And it's just kept on there with double-sided foam. So one night I was looking at it and I was like, oh, that's about ready to fall off. Because, I keep a cover over my bike at night. I think that it prevents some of the, there's a freak rainstorm in the middle of the night. And I think it also prevents people fiddling with it. Although I do lock up I lock the ignition, I lock the saddlebags at night. But after a disastrous accident, when one of my saddlebags flew open on a horrible pothole in North Dakota, and I mean, this sucker was huge. They could have named it after one of the states. So one of my saddlebags flies open. I look back and I'm just in time to see my brand new heated vest being caught in the wind and just going its own way. That was all I lost. So that was fortunate. But my daughter had just bought it for me and I loved it. And I think I had a couple of poker chips in the pocket. So that kind of pissed me off. Yeah, Mike, I had no way to pay, but usually those are the ones that they bill you. Peppermint. Yeah, the worst part about this whole trip was my neck started bothering me about halfway through. So one night I decided that, sometimes if you're on a rented bike, they'll send the bill to the person you rented it from, and then they'll rat you out. But, oh yeah. So one night, smart me. I always carry a heating pad with me, right? But I need that for my twitchy feet at night. Whole different story. So anyway, all sensors, nice. So anyway, I'm heating up like a hand towel in the microwave so I can put it around my neck because it's a tried and true thing. But, all microwaves are different. Easy Pass is multi-state. I knew it. But, the weird thing about New Jersey was the toll booths that I went through, they wanted coins. But I did outsmart them because after that I did leave coins in my bag, and I left some folding money in there too. And I was really careful about where I put it, so it wouldn't go away with the wind. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So anyway, all microwaves have different wattage setting, and if you're not paying attention, you can have some really bad results. And so I'm sitting there one night, and I just put it in for a minute, right? I usually have this routine, and I roll it all up. I put it in the middle. I make sure it's turning okay, and I just put it in for a minute. And I did that in this time. But it must have been a really hot microwave, because I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, something's burning. What the fuck would that be? Oh man. So I open up the microwave, bad idea. And all of a sudden something went poof. And so I grabbed this ball of smoldering whatever. I run into the bathroom, I stuff it into the toilet. Thank God, the toilet had been flushed. But yeah. I'll have to post a picture of that tomorrow. It was pretty funny. I don't think I actually heated another one in the microwave after that. Actually, I think it was on. Yeah, that is correct. I did not. Windy City International, St. Charles, Illinois. A Harley and Triumph dealership in the same building. You rented a Triumph Tiger. Oh, okay. I went to Motor City Harley. I went to a couple places in Illinois. I came back with a whole bunch of poker chips. Hang on. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, shoot. You guys still there? Sorry about that. Oh, hang on. There. Okay. Anyway, I am looking for my poker chips. Hang on. In the mail today, I also got, yeah, I know, Doug, it's just me being me. In the mail today, I also got a certificate from Harley Davidson. You want to see it? It's funny. I thought it was such a hoot, I think I posted on my Facebook. For riding 10,000 miles last year. I know, 10,000 miles. Momentous occasion. They also gave me a challenge coin for it and a patch. We all know how I love them patches. Yep. But yeah, so as soon as I get my head a little bit better as far as being comfortable being home, I'm probably going to do a couple of drawings. Hey, Bubba. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Want to say hi? Maybe, maybe not. Set the oven for 45 minutes at 400. Push the wrong button. After 20 minutes, it caught on fire. Yeah, it'll happen. Yep. Well, the sad part about that was, actually, that's why I didn't do it anymore. That was the last room that I stayed in, and it was in Missoula, which is kind of a weird little town, and they really like their motel rooms there. Paid. Even with all of the discounts I could finagle out of them, there was some kind of a bicycle thing going through and some sort of a sports event. So Missoula really likes their motel rooms anyway. That's always been my observation. But there was nothing farther down the line, and I know because I'd already looked to St. Regis and all the way through to Idaho. Nothing. Couldn't find any place to stay. And so I was tired. And so I wound up paying $300, even with a discount. But that was my last night on the road. And yeah. Motor City and Motown HD are both near Detroit and owned by the same dealer group. They were really nice to me at Motor City. Got me in for an oil change. And yeah, they're really good. And they told me prepare to sit around all day. And I was like, okay, I need an oil change. And so I prepared to wait a while. So I'm out chatting with people. All of a sudden, they're like, okay, you can go now. So I go out and I get all geared up. And this one guy comes in with some bikes he'd picked up. And he goes, yeah, you don't want to go now. There's flooding where you're going. It's like, okay, I'll wait a while. So I did wait a while. And I was really glad he mentioned it. You stealth camped under the stars in a cow pasture in Montana. Yep. Dry heat Doug, are you still at work? You on the boss's dime. Yeah. Stealth camp. I don't do that stealth camping thing much anymore. Although this time I did take along a really lightweight. Why? Oh, lucky you, Doug. Why am I holding up my right hand? So you're the boss until the 7th. So you can make bad decisions. But, what was I going to talk about now? Yeah, cow patties. That's the bad thing about those pastures in Montana. And it's not like it ever gets hot enough over there for anything to dry out. Can I have a raise too, please, Doug? This last trip pretty much bankrupted me. Gas was like twice as much as I thought it was going to be. And that combined with the weather and my shortened mileage really put a hole in my pocket. But that's okay. It'll be all right. You can't take it with you. Oh, Lord, Big Dan, that sounds lovely. I'm really looking forward to seeing your place, though. Hey, Silverwinger, how are you? Have you been here before? I think I recognize you, but I'm glad you found us. We're just talking about my recent cross-country trip and anything else that crosses our minds. Yeah, I came back with bags of stuff. And I got pretty lucky as far as every time I needed a clean shirt, there was usually a Harley dealership with a sales rack. And then I also bought, a t-shirt in Mankato at a local drugstore for $7. It was really cute. I went up to this place called the Pinnacles in South Dakota. Yeah. It's east of Rapid City and all that. And it's always, Mike, I like to do that too, but in this case, nope, not going to happen. Oh, Richard, thank you. I thought Washington uses it too. Big Dan, no, I don't have the Harley rain gear. It is very nice, but it is also kind of pricey. This is my right hand. But yeah, I would like to have the Harley rain gear, and I'm currently accruing Harley Davidson bonus points for my travels and my money that I spent. And I'm going to call corporate tomorrow and make them send me an itemized list of what I purchased on my trips at the dealerships, and make sure that they credited me properly, because because I want to make sure I get everything coming to me. I went to Big Barn Harley. They wanted $6.95 a piece for their freaking poker chips. Mike, I want a HD one just for that reason, because it is breathable. I would love to have a breathable one. But until then, my Frog Togs actually work pretty good. And it was kind of cold out too, and all I had was my summer jacket with vents in the armpits. So it was really cold, even with every shirt I had. So I just put on my frog togs, and it was great. What was I going to look at in here? I was going to look and see at my latest toll bill and see if they take Easy Pay. Nope, we have Good to Go in Washington State. Mike Skidmore, now you're just showing off. I paid $180 at Big Barn to get a one-hole oil change and a clutch adjustment, but they washed the bike, so invaluable right there. And then at Motor City, that was the other place, and that was $160. Not bad though. But yeah, so now the side piece needs to go in for a clutch adjustment, a 3-hole change. And so I think tomorrow I'm probably going to wash it. Yeah, I would like to have the Harley rain gear, but the other nice thing about my frog togs is they roll up pretty small. Big Den, that's a good idea. He bought a Milwaukee leather rain suit from Amazon and used it for a music festival. Sounds like a great idea. I've got a whole bunch of snowboarding pants and stuff, but realistically, when it comes down to it, I can't do it. It's just too much to carry. And bagger net, you need to just spray everything with Scotch Guard, which I do, and Rain-X, and go 100 miles an hour for that waterproof bubble. I do that too. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, when the rain is coming down so bad that the people in the cars in front of you are putting on their 4-way flashers and going slower, I'm like, oh, crap. Oh, well, Silver Winger, they're working pretty good for me. I can usually get probably 2 years out of a set. And I live in Washington, so they get a lot of use. The only time that they really don't hold up, in my experience, is when... shh, don't tell anybody, Kitty. But in my opinion, the only time they don't hold up is when the pants are getting repeatedly battered by the wind. Yeah. But no, they haven't been leaking on me, so that's nice. But yeah, before I leave, I always Scotch Guard the crap out of everything, and I use fibings on everything leather. But I got to find a different leather treatment thing, because the fibings just, first time out, you know, I put the fibings on, dried it, put it on again, and left. Big Dan, that's funny. I love going fast. It feels so good. I've really been working hard on developing some slow speed skills too. But what was I talking? Oh yeah, so the fibing. So I go out, and like the third day out, rain, just torrential rain. Beeswax, that's a good idea, Mike. I've got some too. I've tried mink oil too. Let's see, I've got some actual beeswax for my craft stuff. I could probably... Do you melt it down, Mike? Or just rub it on? Because the kind I have is in bars. I use it here in my craft room for thread. Now my cat's under my feet. Hi, Zipper. Oh, you guys want to see a book my daughter got me? It's so cool. Hang on. Why Things Don't Work Motorcycle. It is so cute. Oh, product made for leather in a small tin. Yeah, I mean, I've still got most of the fibings, and so I'll probably, of course, use it until it's gone. Which is kind of stupid because I don't like having wet feet. I stick to riding in a Speedo and flip-flops. Sure, Kitty, sure. Yeah, so Yeah, I had a good time. I was gonna look on my on my daily tracking on the Harley app and see what my top speed was, but I didn't. Um, yeah, but it was a lot of fun. Did I tell you that I made it? I think because Harley does a leaderboard on all their challenges, and at one point I was 17th out of I forget how many thousands. But of course now it's the end of the month and everybody's rolling up their mileage and everything, so I think I'm down to 22 or something. But that's okay. Some days I rode in the rain so long and then the sun would come out again and then you'd ride a little bit more because, the rain's not out anymore. So then your rain gear would get dry and then you take it off and you ball it up and you put it on your pack. Take off, it starts raining again, put shit back on. Yeah. Yep. So how many in here are going to be able to come in September? Me, I'll be there. This is me raising my left hand, Keith. I know, I did feel kind of bad when after I got past your house, Keith, I noticed that, because I was looking at my map for something, and I was like, oh, crap. Kitty, try very hard, because we miss you there. Oh, Mike Skidmore, too, Forgotten Angels. There's a camp out in September this time instead of October. Are the tickets on sale yet? No, they are not, but they will be very soon. I'm going to be flying over again. I'm not really wild about flying over. I would rather ride. I wish you could, Big Dan. It'd be wonderful to have you there. So anyway, I'm going to fly over. I've already arranged for a motorcycle to borrow. Well, somebody actually offered it up, and it's a Dyna, so I'm like, yes. You could try and make it, Mike. You would have a great time. And you'd know people there. Yeah, Labor Day. Yeah, you could ride the tail of the dragon a few times halfway there. Yeah, I almost detoured and did that while I was out this time, but the joy of running the dragon with a fully loaded Road King in the rain, yeah, not my thing. It's going to be Labor Day weekend, Big Dan. Richard, I like my Frog Togs. I think I spent like $30 on them, and they're just now starting to show some wear, but not enough wear. I need to replace them. So yeah, Labor Day weekend, and I'm kind of happy about that because Labor Day is a crappy ass weekend for me anyway. Because you all know that my brother died, but he died on Labor Day weekend, and in 1982. And then, I think it was like 1896-ish. Yeah, so anyway, same day, my mom died. Yep. You getting done 90 plus days this week? I don't even know what that means, Keith. Yeah. Mike, I believe that. I stopped. I always stop when I'm on my way back home and I mail crap because I'm an accumulator. I pick up a lot of paper things and that kind of stuff. Oh, now I see what you're talking about, Keith. But so anyway, I always stop and I mail something home. This is my routine. I always go with it. Oh, I just heard some fireworks in the background. But anyway, so I stopped and I mailed a big ass box of stuff home. And it was amazing how much better the bike handled after I sent it all over. I know it's going to be hot, but it's Florida. It's going to be freaking hot anyway. And I love David and Cindy, so I'll go. I thought there was somebody else in the room with me because I saw my hand on the side of the screen. 95 pounds of groceries. I had my grandson go to the grocery store with me today. It was amazing. I didn't have to unload any of the stuff. Kitty, I'll be looking forward to it. Oh, Keith, that makes sense now about the reverse thing. And I wish you could come, but I certainly understand that, you have to take care of things on the home front too. But we will miss you. Do you have insurance on your phone, Keith? Hey, Bill, how's it going? Where's my girl? Mild Bill just stepped into the room, you guys. If you haven't subbed to his channel yet, you might want to go do that. He has the cutest little daughter, and she goes out and runs around on motorcycles. 90 degrees. That would suck. Hide, it's Bill. I know. Bill's one of my people, though, so I can't really hide. Oh, Bill, you guys lost somebody just a couple days ago, huh? Yes, please sub to Bill's channel if you have not yet. It's called Bill's Karma. And Bill, you are a moderator on this channel, so you can drop your channel name in the comments. Because I don't know how to do that. Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know. I kind of, every time I think about this whole existential thing of reversal of image and all that kind of stuff, it's weird. Bill, he's Serenity Kitty's not a man. Red Rider from Canada. Her father was in the hospital and her second sister committed suicide. I'm guessing from what she said the other day. You mean not Lacey, the other one? Oh, that's terrible. Yes, she has. Oh, okay. Thank you, Bill. I thought you knew who Kitty was. He's one of my guys that I met in Florida. Yes, Red Rider has been to Forgotten Angels a few times. Another sister. Oh, I'll have to get a hold of her later. Poor thing. That's hard. I thought she was on the mend, as far as things getting better for her up there. That's too bad. Oh. So let's see. What should we talk about now? Anybody want to guess how many Harley t-shirts I bought on the way home? There and home? Sibling. Maybe she did say sister. Well, sister is a sibling. You want up, Bubba? Come here. What? Well, if you don't want to sit in my lap, don't complain. Bubba's favorite thing to do is scratch me. Yeah. Oh. I don't know. I never heard from her dad. He won some stuff in that one raffle. Angel is a great person. She's really sweet. I'm sure she'll try and come down in September. We were trying to browbeat her into coming to the camp out in Ohio, but she just couldn't make it happen. 2 Buell t-shirts. I got a t-shirt at Mothman. Oh, yeah. See? Mothman Harley in West Virginia. Oh, shit, Bill. I got this one on sale for $23. But I saw some for $75, which I would never buy because that's too much for a t-shirt. I forgot my plaid shirt here, my lucky plaid shirt. So when I got to Mankato, my niece and I went thrift store shopping. Oh, okay. It's midnight at Buck's house. So you're at Buck's house? Yeah. Mothman. Sterling, that's cool. You're taking the rest of the month off. And welcome home. So what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, t-shirts. The price of Harley t-shirts. So I would always ask them when I bought my poker chips and did my check-ins, where's your sale rack? And if they were nice about it, she doesn't have any brothers, Keith. She was at Laconia? No, she was at, yeah. But, oh yeah, so anyway, I went and I bought a second-hand plaid shirt, which I like very much. Paid $4 for it. It's a great show. And so then I think the most expensive Harley shirt I bought was $30, Bill. But, oh, Dragon Paradox, good night. Sleep well, my dear. And I hope to see you at the camp out. Saw some for $75, which I would never consider buying. They do have a really nice summer jacket that I was looking for. You want up here? Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Sorry, I'll be right back. Come here. Come here, mister. Come on. You want to come up and say hi? Come on. Say hi. Say hi. Over there. Yeah. I know. You're not happy, are you? I know. He's really jealous. Yeah. Heavy hoodie. Roanoke Valley Harley was $85. That's not bad. Yeah, Loretta Lynn. I wanted to go to that too, but I couldn't make it happen. Hi. You're pouting. You're ignoring me, aren't you? Uh-huh. If you could type, I would put you on the keyboard, dude. But you can't. Yeah. Okay, so now you go lay down. They're not really big fans of the fireworks. And there's been a lot of fireworks in Tacoma. No fires yet. My grandson was considering mowing the lawn next door. Yeah, it did look like a lot of fun, Bill, but like I said, couldn't make it happen. What I'd like to do is figure out how to plan my time so that I could just go from one thing I wanted to do and see some stuff and go to the next thing I want to do. You know, like I want to go to Babe's Ride Out up in Narrowsburg, New York. And I think it was Bob at Ohio said that he would drop a trailer for us if we wanted to go camp out there. And somebody was like, oh, no, they wouldn't let a guy in there to drop a trailer. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they would. If somebody that's handicapped wants a trailer dropped for them, they're going to let them do it. Oh, what? Do you need this? Hang on. There you go. We have to go get Bubba a treat. Hang on. I'll take you guys with me. That's the nice part about using my phone to do this. Let's go get Bubba a treat. The hallway. You know, these are the same pictures that have been up there for 20 years. So funny. Kitchen. Are still there? I did not know she had a lot of siblings. I don't know. Mine all, unfortunately, left early. I had brother and sister. New favorite road snacks. Oh, man. You know, hey, Arkansas Razor Gator, how are you? Okay. Good night, Richard. It was nice to hear from you as well. Take care. New favorite road snacks. No. But what I did start doing is, you know, I have that snack bag I keep in my snack bag. And so my favorite usually is like beef jerky. And then Catholics don't have small families. Oh, that's a good point. I like beef jerky, Dots. Um, and I usually get some sort of like a snack mix, like Planters makes really good snack mixes with lots of proteiny stuff in it. You just have to remember to avoid chocolate because even if it's not too hot out, when it starts raining, it gets all melty. Still polishing them aluminum rims. I know what you're talking about. I'm going to have to go out and clean the Road King because my mechanic, love you too. How you doing? I think my grandson just popped in here. I love you too, grandson. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So my mechanic informed me that if I didn't clean my bike before I brought it in for its next service, the couch is amazing. My grandson and his mom took apart one of their couches, and my daughter and her husband and I went up and picked it up. And then we reassembled it in my living room. And yeah, it's a great couch. It's super comfortable. I love it. Yeah. Yes, it's great. So what are you up to, Starta? Out of school now. He got out of school early, though. He's really smart. My family are all pretty smart. Starta, I was going to come up to your way next weekend. Cocoa dark chocolate honey. Okay. Emit, I'm not sure who you are. Classes are expensive. Yes, they are. Where are you going to be going to, honey? Oh, Bubba, stop. Good Lord. So what are you going to take? What? I got nothing. It's right there. See? Right there. Well, you know, if you wanted to go to PLU, you do know somebody that lives just down the street from it. Just saying. And that would be available if you need it. You're in Australia? Emit? What time is it there? But yeah, Jonas, I was thinking about coming up to your house next weekend on Sunday because I have to go meet somebody about, she's going to be traveling cross country and she wanted some advice. I don't know. Oh, you're in Victoria. That's cool. Yes, hello to the Wild West. I know it's really noisy here. Can you guys hear that? A lot of fireworks going on here in Parkland. I have one older half brother, Keith. I don't know how old he is. I'm 70, so he must be at least 85 something. I don't know. Come on. You want up? Come here. Or go away. Oh, Perry just got home. Not much. I'm just doing a live stream. You want to come say hi? Sure. Jonas is in here.
What up, YouTube?
Hey. Did you have a good visit?
Yeah.
Nice. Will you do me a favor and give Bubba a treat so he'll quit bugging me?
Sure.
Thank you. My grandson. We should go out to eat. I think I don't have anything going on. The 4th? If that's the 4th, I can't do it. But we're going to have a barbecue down here on the 4th. Do you guys want to come down? Hey. Everybody said hi, Perry.
Hi.
Yeah. So today's what? Thursday? No, Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So tomorrow's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I think Sunday's the 2nd, right? Yeah. Bubba's so whiny. He really is like got some abandonment issues. I don't know why, because he gets spoiled rotten when I'm gone. $106? Holy crap, Gator. That is hot. Australia is CGI. Yeah. Dry Heat Doug, are you still in here? $106. I think it was like 55 here. Okay, you're not here. All right. Doug, you should come over for the camp out. You could. You'd have fun. It was cold today. It was like take a nap cold today. But usually, like when I first get home from traveling, it takes me a couple days to acclimate again. So the first day is usually spent with doing laundry and unloading, and then the next day I always sleep, and then the third day, groceries and back to life. So I'm pretty much, yeah, right up north for a barbecue, like up to my house. Yay! That would be fun. Having a barbecue on the 4th if you want to hook it up here, Doug. Yeah, sitting on a donut. I know, right? Oh, you're sitting on a donut? How come? Do I want to know? I think you might be able to manage. Oh, no. Actually, Bill, my seat on my bike is pretty comfortable. I have more problems with my feet and my neck than anything. But they'll only do the trigger point injections on my neck like every 3 months. Yeah. No, that was one of the first things that I hooked up on this bike was I needed a flat seat that would be comfortable for, long miles. So, yeah. And I think I've got it set up pretty much perfectly. I didn't drop it once this last time out. It was pretty cool. So what you been up to while I was gone, Bill? Anything interesting? There's a car show coming up here pretty soon, but I can't remember where. I think it was at the fairgrounds. We should go. Can you guys hear that? It's probably why the dog and the cat are so antsy. So I was looking at it today, and I think I stopped at 20 dealerships to do the dealership check-in. Yeah, it's pretty noisy here. Gillette? I don't even remember being in Gillette, Wyoming. Big Barn Harley, $6.95 for this sucker. Oh. So that takes the prize for the most expensive poker chip I have ever bought. What, Bubba? Calm down, dude. It's okay. It is okay, honey. You want to? Come here. So I only bought 2 of them because that's stupid money. What? Oh, what? can't help you. I really can't. Oh, maybe I can. I don't know. I don't know what his problem is. You want one of these? I don't know why you'd want a ruler, but you can certainly have it if you want it. Anyway, I cannot think of anything else to talk about. Does anybody else have any questions? Big age gap. My brother, 2 years older sister. I had a brother that was 14 months older than me, and a sister that was 10 years older than me. Yeah, Dr. Scholl's cushions work great for stuff. What? What is the problem? Oh. He couldn't reach his treat. Okay, there you go. All right. So let's see. Weirdest names for Harley-Davidson dealerships. That was one of the things that I did. I tried to make sure that if I did have to buy a clean shirt, it was going to be at an interesting dealership. An unladen swallow. Yeah. Harley-Davidson Museum. Costs do add up for the camping, the flight, the hotel. Oh, for the camp out? Yeah. I do not play poker with these chips. I mostly just hoard them. And hang on, I'll show you the rest of them. These are chips in this thing from my last trips. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I can pick you up and show you. That is a bag full. I can't spell either, dude. Don't worry about it. And then these are the specific challenge ones from like the 15 for 25 and the state challenge ones. For the state, you usually get 2 chips. And then for the 15 for 25 and 26, I've just started doing those, like, I think it was last year. I did a few years ago, but I got in an argument with Harley because I did not like the way they were managing it. They really didn't give a shit about my opinion, but hey, Sick, how are you? Those are fireworks, Keith. Sick, I'm so glad you're here. Yes, it does look like I had a blast at the casino, doesn't it? I got some from some of the dealerships around here that are closed now or consolidated, and their new name is kind of stupid, so I'm boycotting it, and I don't want to have any of those yet. But yeah, so I've got all of these, and let's see. Some of them are like non-Harley chips, but one of the ladies at one of the places I went, she's like, why do you people on motorcycles like these chips? I said, because they're easy to carry. Come here. So I went to this place in Illinois called I think it was in Illinois, the Gemini Giant. And it was like the start of Route 66, or close to the start of it. And it's pretty cool. And so then I went to this other place called the American Giants Museum. That was also in Illinois. And I skipped Metropolis because there was a horrible storm blowing in that way, and I went the other way. I'm not a big fan of storms when I'm out in the middle of nowhere. And I kind of did some preliminary scouting on that one, and I tried to find a motel. So, you know, like after I got totally beat by the rain, I'd have a place to stay that I knew where I was going. Couldn't find one, so I took that as a sign. The only bad thing about these is that they're not very durable. I don't know if you can see that or not, but just from being all together in piles. They're starting to wear out. So I'm trying to figure out what to do to store them. The only thing I can come up with is like get a piece of plexiglass and, just drill little holes in it. Well, not little holes, drill the appropriate size hole, pop it in, and then cover both sides with plexiglass on a big sheet of it so that you can see both sides if you want to. I don't know. Most of them I have two of. But yeah, the quality is lacking, in my opinion. Because this is only a couple, 3 years old. So I try really hard to make sure that I don't abuse them. Dang. And, yeah. So anyway, then I got these really cute little buttons because I was in this, I think it was Atlantis, oh no, that was also in Illinois. Atlantis, Illinois is where the American Giants Museum is. And there's like a little museum down the street that's really cute. And so I enjoy going to these really small little museums where people, there's some little old lady and she's retired and it's her job to keep track of everything in town. And she'll tell you all the latest gossip if you ask. I love those kind of places and those kind of people. They're so much fun. Oh, hi, Zipper. Bubba, it's okay. I'm going to have to get him some Benadryl tomorrow. I do have a lot of poker chips. Oh, yeah. I love watching those auctions, Baggernut. They are like, yeah. Motown and Perry, Harley, Kalamazoo. I wanted to get a Kalamazoo chip, but yeah. Wow. I also stopped at a place called Ukes, I think it was. I don't remember what state that was in. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Stopped in Fargo. They were having an event there at Fargo. Had all the, had the big Harley semis there, had the bikes all unloaded. And there were people there, and they were busy. And when you do your dealership challenge, there's a prescribed way that you have to take your picture so that it'll get accepted by Harley. So I pull up after sizing up the parking lot, and I pull up where I want to take my picture at. Some guy comes running over to me. You can't park there. I'm like, okay, well, not going to stay long. I'm going to take this picture, I'm going to move my bike, and then I'm going to go buy some chips, and then I'm going to leave. And that is exactly what I did. But when I went inside, I was chatting up one of the ladies because, that's what I do. Not just the ladies. I like to talk to people. And so this one lady that was there, they were signing people in to do the ride. And I'm trying to find the thing that she gave me so I can show you. She's sitting there, and I'm standing there with my 2 poker chips in my hand because they pissed me off that bad. And get ready to leave, and she had these really cool chips in front of her, and I'm like, how do I get one of those? She's like, well, you have to take a ride. Well, I don't really have time to take a ride. I'm already on a ride. And so we chatted a little bit more, and she goes, here, take this. Isn't that cool? I was going to try and talk her out of another one, but I didn't think it'd work. But yeah. Hi, Bubber. So anyway, you guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up. It's been about an hour and a half. There's a museum that has all the good that's on a steam ferry that's sunk in. Oh, my. Thank you, Baggernut. And yes, I do have lots of chips. I have to figure out what to do with them. Keep an eye out, though, you guys, because now that I'm home, I'm going to be doing actually, I'm going to be doing 2 drawings. Good night, Bill. And I just wanted to give you a really quick pitch for this drawing I'm going to be doing. So if you guys aren't subscribed on my free Patreon, you can go over and do that, and that'll get you an entry. Because whoever's subscribed on my Patreon, I'm going to do 1 drawing for them. And then I will do another one. Earrings? I do have earrings. But anyway, I will talk to you later. Love you guys. Go sign in on my Patreon. If you're not subscribed here, go do that too. Hit the like on your way out the door. Thank you, everybody. Sick bastard. I'm sorry I missed you. I'll try and catch you in the morning, okay? Bye. Bye, guys. Oh, how do I turn this thing off? Oh, I talk so long, I can't figure out how to turn you off. Bye. No, you're supposed to go now. End. Really? How does it end? Seriously, you guys, what is the deal? Good night, you guys. I'm just going to be here trying to turn this thing off. Bye-bye.